Welcome back. Today's video is all about picking out the perfect shade of yellow. Today I'm working in my shop, and before we get started on today's video topic, I would like to say thank you to all of my YouTube friends. I have reached 1,000 subscribers. Yay! I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend Deborah over at the Painted South. If you're not subscribed to her channel, I would advise hopping over there and checking out all of her awesome videos and hitting that subscribe button. It's wonderful having friends that are uplifting and supportive, especially in this day and age. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have people asking me for advice all the time on how to pick out paint colors. I know there are so many colors to choose from and it gets frustrating, and some people get really anxious over it. I've decided to make a new playlist giving advice on how to pick paint colors. I will share the most popular colors in that shade. I will also share my top 5 favorites. Today's color, we will be talking about the color yellow. In the past, I've walked into rooms or driven by houses and I had to put sunglasses on because the color yellow that they chose was so bright. My gosh, it's so bright. Oh, it's so bright. And yellow has always been a hard color for people to pick out because the swatch is so much different than the actual color once it's on. And you also have to take into consideration lighting, what light bulbs you have, what natural light you have. Those are all big factors, but I'm also going to take a trip to Sherwin-Williams and we're going to walk in together and I'm going to show you how I get the perfect yellow shade. I'm going to briefly go over the Sherwin-Williams color fan deck. Here you have the index where all the colors and info are listed in alphabetical order. Sherwin-Williams in their new fan deck has kind of broken it down for you, and they've sectioned it off. They've got this whole section, which is the timeless, and then they have the historical interior colors. In the historical areas, you'll find these colors. This is the historical section, the exterior section, and you'll see all of those. So they've sectioned them off and made this easier for you. And then they have the whites and the pastels. Then you have the neutrals. And then they have this section, which is just the pure color. I'm in Sherwin-Williams, and basically everything I just showed you in their color fan deck is up on the wall here. Now, when I am choosing a yellow, you can see right down the center, the mid yellow shades. I tend to go right here in the center. If you go to the left, you'll get more of a peachy gold yellow. And if you go more towards the right, you'll get more of a yellow with a green cast to it. So I tend to stay right in the center of the reddish gold and green shade, and that gives me a nice neutral yellow color. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. It's the color of happiness, optimism, creativity, joy, sunshine, spring, and positivity. From what I'm seeing in the interior design world, this year we'll continue to see a revitalization of saturated hues from rich jewel tones to gorgeous earthy shades. I really believe that 2021 will be all about refreshing and rejuvenating color palettes that will create a stimulating home. This is one of my favorite apps. It's called the Paint Tester. I use it a lot, and it's a great way to get a visual on your color choices. Here's a random image of a bright yellow house. I use the Paint Tester app to change the bright yellow to a more softer yellow. Now, don't get me wrong. I think bright yellow hues are beautiful if they are used correctly in the right surroundings and design layers. I think by softening up the yellow hues, it really made a big difference. This app is wonderful because you can make the colors darker or lighter. You can also change the color of your front door and the trim to really get a full visual of how your house or your interior will look before it's painted. I have used this app for so many different things, like changing the color of cabinets, furniture, you name it. It's just a great handy app to have. And there's also a good old-fashioned make a sample. Get some sample paint, paint a sample board, or just paint directly on the wall a small swatch, and you'll be able to see in your home with your lighting what the color looks like. Let's take a look at how different paint colors look depending on lighting. This is inside Sherwin-Williams. This is inside my car. Look at the difference. And this is outside in the sunshine. They look like 3 different colors. That's why it's important to do samples first. According to Better Homes and Gardens, here are the top 5 soft yellow colors. And here are Sherwin-Williams' most popular 5 yellow colors. If you can't tell already, I'm a Sherwin-Williams girl. I love their paint. My favorite 5 soft yellow shades are Classic Yellow SW2865, Peace Yellow SW2857, Butter Up SW6681, Friendly Yellow SW6680, and Daybreak, which is SW6700. This is also a great tip, is if you get pure white from Sherwin-Williams and put it next to the colors, that kind of gives you an idea of how yellow it's going to be with white trim. So that's softer. That is even softer. I think that's my favorite. I love Friendly Yellow. It's just a really pretty, warm, buttery yellow color. And then there's Daybreak. But see the difference? So that's a cool little tip, is just to take that pure white and just put it next to really any color, but it also helps to see how bright or soft these yellows are going to be by putting that next to them. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you spending your time with me. If you liked this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and that little gray bell next to it. Select all, and you'll be notified every time I have a new video uploaded. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video.